Yes, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Coming out with it, it's Cobb. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Tigers offense will start this game off. We've got a battle that you two are going to love, and so is everybody else for that matter. High-octane offense, stonewall defense. As they say, something's got to give, Jesse.
Yeah, this is a classic example here of the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, right? Something has got to give, and you really got to dive into the X's and O's in a game like this because every single individual matchup on the field matters when these two teams play each other.
Yeah, and these are just fun, right? Like great versus great. Like who's going to win and what style's going to prevail. Both these teams have been able to impose their will week after week on their opponents. Now, high-powered matchup. Who's going to get the win?
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Caught behind the line, it's Bussey. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Bussey. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
They think they can create space here with a run to the right. And here's a fumble way behind. He's loose down the left side. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Aggies. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Quick release by the QB. Turning it on! And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Tigers are marching down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Dropping back, it's Reed. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. So, guys, where were you when Auburn and Texas A&M were going back and forth in that 4-overtime marathon last year?
I was glued to my TV set. Are you kidding me? That's one of the most memorable games, not just in the SEC, but in all in college football. 4 overtimes? David, if we can get half of what that game was last year, man, we are in for a fun one today.
And Jordan Hare was rocking. Auburn had so many close losses. It was finally that moment where they kind of put it together, got out to a great start, held on late, and made the plays late in the game. What a phenomenal game a year ago.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He makes the catch. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Singleton. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. And the Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. On the run, it's Daniels. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it, they reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
Oh, better look out! Got the first down, looking for more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Hand off from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that run out.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Got out of trouble and throws. Got a man. It's Concepcion. They make the stop right at the 34-yard line, standing tall to keep them from converting on third down. Fourth down coming. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And the returner will be brought down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll get this drive going from the 17. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Get it out on the screen. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Makes the catch. It's Robinson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, good news here. They get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is. Make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work second and long. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Caught over the middle, it's Bussey. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They want to run it left here. Fights off a defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for him.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Great protection, and down the middle it goes. Into the house. Touchdown, Aggies. The number one rule for any offense, gentlemen, protect your quarterback. When you do, good things happen.
And the number one rule for a defense is to affect the quarterback, or bad things happen to you. Didn't affect the quarterback. Too much time, too clean. You're supposed to frazzle them. You're supposed to find a way to make them feel uncomfortable so they don't have time, so they rush their thought process. That wasn't it.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's caught. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Singleton. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. He wants to throw it again. Grab near the sticks. It's Simmons. Turning on the Jets. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Tigers will hustle to the line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Simmons. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Tight end now in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Sends it back in motion. On third down, going up top. He's got it. And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Reed. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Carroll. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll try the run, finding open areas. He's loose on the right. Powers through. Hits a seam wide open. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Auburn lines up quickly. Caught in the backfield, it's Fields. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Howard. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Lost to throw again. The screen, he's got wheels. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. To the air on first down. Sets up the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Reed. Got his man. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Holds and fires complete to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. It's caught downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock.
On the flag. Second down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going to swing it on second down. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a grab. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Craven. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bussey. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. The offense set for a first down play. Running back searching for a hole. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Hands it off. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Makes the grab on third. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and soak.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Got the quick completion. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now on second down. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. On the run, it's Daniels. Oh, a lot of space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Reed. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged in the middle, it's Concepcion. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're dealing with a second and long. Now the play fake. Slides away. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate it. They get through, and it's blocked. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They just keep firing. catch in the middle. It's Howard. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Scrambling away. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Coleman. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Throwing right. Touchdown, Tigers! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Nice move to keep running. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Had to get rid of it quickly. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback's throwing from the pocket. He's trying to fit that football into a real small window down the middle of the field, and the defender's hit was able to jar the ball loose from the receiver. Great job.
They'll try it over the left side.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be third and long. The offense changing the play. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Quarterback will keep it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Simmons. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Tiger! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Western Michigan is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 15 over the Judicials. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Looking to throw, it's Reed. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Wilson. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
That's caught. It's Concepcion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes a connection. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. With the run on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. To the air. It's Reed. Looking for the score. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Bussey. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The short hands, it's Bussey. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Reed. It's complete. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to throw it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step. After a very productive play. He would love to have picked up the 1st down there, but saving the timeout, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Man, that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable, so great job getting out of bounds.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stuff.